Hello and welcome back. Today I am going to be making soap dough poinsettias. It's not hard to do, it's just a little bit time consuming because there's a lot of elements. So I'm going to be using my sugar blossom cutter and mold impression mat. Unfortunately, the place that sold these went out of business, though there are some knockoffs around. I am going to create 4 elements, well, 3 elements technically. I have my little gold elements, which will be the embellishment in the middle of the flower. Then I'm going to take my soap dough. I'm going to need red and green. So it started like this. You can see I've already conditioned it and rolled it out so that I have this nice thin flat piece. I need that for both the green and the red. So you can see I've already made a whole bunch of these. I just sat down and was working on them. It's very easy to do. I just take some gold soap dough and roll it into a little ball. So that's all I'm gonna do. I just take some and roll it and I put it in that little jar. Now once I have the number of balls that I want, I take gold mica. So you can see right now, I don't know if you can see these compared to those. Obviously these are rather dull at the moment. What I do is I take some gold mica. In this case I'm using the royal gold from Just Pigments, and I put some mica in a cup with the balls, and then I just shake it, and the mica will coat all of the little balls so that they're a nice shiny gold. So that's the first step. The next step is making the flowers. So I'm going to need 2 sizes, the small and the large, for these flowers. So you simply are going to cookie cutter out the flowers that you need. So I'm going to need a bunch, so that's why you can see all of this red and green soap dough prepped here. But I'm just going to do a few to show you. So I cut small and now the large. So I use this tool. It's part of a clay molding kit. It's a 9-piece set. They're plastic. They're not expensive. I'll share the link in the description. But I just use it to gently push the sides so I can get the flower out. Otherwise it's very hard to get out. You can see that it did leave some indents. It's not the end of the world. We're going to be using the mat to create an impression on it anyways, so those indents will go away. So don't worry about that. You don't want to push so hard that you break it. So you just have to be gentle. Usually I can push 3 sides out and then I can gently pull the rest out. If your soap dough is rolled really thin, you'll have a harder time getting it out. So you don't want this too thick. But again, the thinner it is, the more likely that you are going to potentially break the cutout. So that's my red. Now I need green for the flower or the base of the poinsettia. I only need the large in this case. So if I can get this open, I'm just going to take the large cutter and cut out the pieces that I need. And that one's still stuck to the plastic. So these are a little bit thicker than I wanted, but they'll still work. So next I need to impression the piece I cut out, the soap dough. So I set it on the cutter and then I simply push it together gently, not too hard, enough to leave the impression, and then I work it out of the mold. I'm going to do that for all of these pieces. Same thing, put the red on, gently squish it to leave the impression, and then remove it. And same thing for the small one. Okay, so I'm making 3 pieces to show you. Like I said, I will be going back and making a lot more, but for this video purposes, we're going to make 3 poinsettias. Just push and remove. So this should be fairly easy to do as long as your soap dough isn't really sticky, which mine is not. It's actually the perfect consistency that I like it at. It's super malleable without being sticky. It's awesome. Just what I wanted. So, and okay, where did my other red one go? Oh, there it is. Let's place that in and push. So now that I have those cut, I'm going to attach the pieces. So I'm just using some, this is basically just distilled water, my little paintbrush, and I'm just getting the sides wet, and I'm going to put the flower on, and I want to make sure it's at an opposite so that the leaves basically show through the flower. So I'm going to wet this one again, and I'm going to take a small one this time and again put it on. Don't push too hard because you don't want to lose the impression, but push hard enough that it will stick. Take a little bit of water, put a drop of water in there, and then I will take one of my gold balls, put it on there, and there you have it. Is that not the most gorgeous little poinsettia ever? So yeah, not hard to do. Just takes a little bit of time to make them because there are a lot of elements and a lot of pieces, 4 pieces to making these. So I said, not a simple, super quick thing, but oh so worth it. Oh, they're just gorgeous. Okay, so I've got 3 down, and I don't even know how many more to go. So look at that. Aren't they beautiful? Yeah, so there you have it. If you have any questions, just ask them below and I will happily answer them. And yeah, if you tried them, let me know and show me.